Hello. Stephen touched a little bit earlier in the panel on the fashion industry and the impact that the fashion industry has on our environment. And just from sort of as a starting point from that, just imagine if one of the biggest carbon footprint heavy material in the fashion industry, leather, there was an alternative to that, to the leather, something that was as durable, that was waterproof, that was flexible, that was as fun to work with, as beautiful as leather, but could really make an impact. And not only something that just reduces the impact of leather to the environment, but something that actually has a positive impact. I'll leave you with that because no further should I let Oskar wait to introduce Blackwood, the founder of Blackwood, a fantastic fashion company that have the ability to really rock the world in fashion, to create something that's sustainable, that's beautiful. He has the know-how, and he's also got a wonderful business partner in fashion. Oskar, come up to the stage.
Thanks, Jenny, for your kind words. Imagine if fashion was the second most polluting industry in the world after oil. Imagine if millions of liters of water from leather tanneries were poisoning our soil. Imagine if there were 700,000 children working in garment industry as I speak. Imagine if the people who made my clothes died prematurely, always being sick. Imagine if, actually, you know what? You don't need to imagine this, because this is reality we are living in. Fashion is a really bad industry, and that's why I set out to change this. I thought, well, if fashion industry is so polluting, and everyone needs clothes, like, as far as I can see, there's no one naked here, even small improvement can have a significant impact. I think that's a premise we all can agree on. When I was 16, my father was diagnosed with cancer, so Dad taught me that if there is something important, it needs to be done sooner than later, because later might be too late. And I believe that that's what's happening in our society. Environment is in a really bad state, but we are not acting enough. That's why, although I'm still a student, I'm doing 4th year of mechanical engineering with business finance at the university I shall not name within those walls. And after working 2 years in luxury retail, I set up my own company, Blackwood. Blackwood is a luxury sustainable fashion brand. We design high-end accessory from innovative and natural materials. Since we launched last year, we generated a lot of traction. We've been already in 2 stores, including Planet Organic, and we are now launching in Australia. We have won a business competition with investment at my university. And just last month, one of the most famous and oldest and luxurious fashion houses got in touch with us to discuss our approach to sustainability and luxury. So I'm thinking, if a company that has been around for 150 years reaches out to a company that was registered less than 150 days ago, we must be onto something. So you might be wondering, what is our secret sauce? For our first collection, we decided to use Cork leather, which is the best material you've never heard of. It's very durable. It's more durable than leather. It's scratch-resistant, waterproof. Actually, NASA used cork for a thermal protection of their rockets. But what's the most exciting is that it comes from the bark of the tree. But you don't need to cut the tree. You just harvest the bark, which grows back after 9 years. And as it is growing back, it is actually absorbing up to 5 times more carbon dioxide than if it wasn't harvested. And that's where the idea of research came along. Yesterday, when working on my speech, I had a glass of wine. I'm Polish, so I can drink on Wednesdays. And I figured out that this little piece of cork helped to absorb 250 grams of carbon dioxide, which is as much carbon dioxide as an airplane pollutes traveling for half a kilometer. So I couldn't find more research about it. I just couldn't find the origin of that data. I couldn't find the scientific background behind it. And that's what we set out to do. Someone told me that you can't improve something that you can't measure. So our idea is to organize a research with University of Reading that will actually help us see how much environmental impact Cork can have and how much carbon dioxide can be saved with that. Once we have this data, we can go to other fashion brands, or not only fashion brands, we are not limited. We can go, say, Brompton, and say, look, if you use Cork, for example, for your saddle, that could potentially offset the carbon dioxide that was produced when you made your bike, which could potentially lead to bike being completely carbon neutral. So I think it's a fantastic news, isn't it? So I hope I proved you that we are on our way to change how fashion industry works, and imagine if you're part of that change with us. Thank you very much.